Lang Syne. It says that you're Joshua Harrell, and I'm Jason Block. Is that how it goes?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Do
It's...
you know who Jalen Hurts is? He is the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Producer Evan is having a little fun with me, I think.
Is he? But he got it reversed, so everybody's confused watching right now.
Anyway,
I'm confused. We started the show a little early. In case you didn't notice, why not, right? Welcome to Weekly Chatter Live. I am one of your hosts, Joshua Harrell, and this is my co-pilot, co-host, Jason Block.
Howdy, gang.
How are you doing?
I am super great. Did you have a nice holiday?
Yeah. Went to Augusta. That is where the holiday festivities were taking place this year in my family. Yeah.
I have lived here for over a decade now. I have still never been to Augusta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't point out anything in particular that you need to... We're good?
I fixed it.
Well, there we go.
We'll see fixed. Okay. All right. Now you can make it go away. Producer Evan is distracting me right now. I'm like trying to... Oi. But anyway, Augusta, great people.
Yeah.
It's also where the Laurel and Hardy Museum, it's not in Augusta, but just outside.
Okay.
Because that's where they're from, or one of them is from, which is surprising to me that back in old Hollywood, they came from there.
From Augusta.
Yeah.
Oh.
Outside of Augusta.
Okay.
I know Augusta well. But I wanted to share one of my gifts. Always a little show and tell here at the Weekly Chatter Live. I got a mug that my mother-in-law thought was appropriate for me. I don't seek attention. It's drawn to me naturally. So that's what was in my stocking. So thank you, Laurie. It will now make its way to my side of the room here. Just kind
That's
of
good. That's good.
It's appropriate.
That's yes. It's got your number.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, for those of you that are joining us live, please join us in the chat. We're gonna check in just a moment. Let us know where you're watching us from, what's going on, what's going on in your neck of the woods, this is the show for those who love travel and get to live travel every day. So we're going to talk about travel-y type things. That's the promise of the show, travel-y type things. We're going to talk about travel-y type things, so share your travel-y type comments down in the chat, and we will have loads of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And plus we have today, producer Evan is back. Really working me. Producer Evan is... Oh, guys, if there was only...
He's been missing those buttons.
He has been missing those buttons. So producer Evan is behind the camera, and so is producer Paul, who is super kind, and we just appreciate the heck out of him, just because he doesn't have control of the sound effects. But anyway, we also have from you guys, we have some postcards to go through. We've got headlines.
Got some headlines, yep.
And this is the very last Weekly Chatter Live. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
All good things.
Yeah. All right, producer Evan, keep up with the cameras. We're back over here. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what did you do for the holidays?
We had a pretty quiet holiday.
Okay.
It was quiet and reasonably relaxing. But I don't know. For me, every year there always just seems to be. I make the mistake that I always don't count Christmas Eve in my head somehow, and then all of us. I think I have one extra day to prepare, and then I wake up on Christmas Eve morning, and there's 10 things that I need to do, and I end up like scrambling around on Christmas Eve. So it wasn't quite as relaxing as I probably could have made it.
Right.
But we had a very nice time. So.
Huh. Note to
Yeah.
self: Jason's not a planner. Buy him a calendar. I don't know. Send him a reminder or a smoke signal. Wow. But you said you have family coming in.
Yes, my wife's parents and both of her sisters and all of their children arrived in our house last night. So they're all back in. I think they're going snow tubing right now. Is what they're doing. Even though there's no snow here, they're going to a little mountain area where they do
Fake snow?
fake snow, and they're having a little post-holiday fun.
Ooh.
I know, so I'm missing out.
Fake snow.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You ever been snow tubing?
No.
It's fun.
I went skiing one time in maybe Beach Mountain. Is that in Boone, like around Boone, North Carolina?
Okay.
That's where I've got family. And I feel like with most things, if you just hand it to me, I can do it.
Right.
Like, the guitar, saxophone, anything, right? Well, they said ski, so I did, and I did the thing with the rope, and it pulls you along, and I'm like, okay, let's move on up, get on the chairlift,
Uh-huh.
shot me up, and then all of a sudden I went down that slope, and it was like one of those goofy cartoons. It was atrocious, and somebody filmed it. Because it was like end of the season.
Uh-huh.
They were filming it because they wanted to share it as training video for future cast members or whatever. Yeah. So
Is that footage we could get our hands on somehow?
that was a long time ago, but yeah, it was. I just figured, if I could be pulled along. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I get the science of this. I can make it happen.
Yeah.
No,
Didn't go out so well.
no, like everything was crossing and my legs were going in different directions. Not good.
There's skiers and there's ski lodgers.
Yeah, I think a
I'm a ski lodger.
Yeah. I'm a ski lodger. Oh, wasn't that a Wheel of Fortune commercial? Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right. All right, let's go over to the comments and see what's
What's happening?
happening over there. Sorry, I've
See those wins and challenges. Did you lose the chat?
yeah, I kind of did because I was.
Let's see here.
Oh no, here it is.
You got
Here
it?
it is. Here it is. All right, guess who was the first one in? Or I think they were. I'm not sure about this. Hello all, happy Friday from Cynthia from Birmingham.
First in on the last Weekly Chatter Live. That
Yes.
is fitting. Cynthia.
And Cynthia is the challenge this week. After 3 years, she has COVID.
Oh,
Get to feeling better.
feel better. Cynthia.
Please. I tell you what.
What a troop. She made it here, though.
Yes.
She didn't let COVID stop her. That's dedication.
It is.
That's dedication.
Can I come to work and just, I can just join via, like, my phone. Oh, I'll be like, anyway. That is dedication. Thank you, Cynthia, for being
Feel
such
better.
a good supporter, and we do want you to feel better. Daniela said, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Jeremy said, hello, all. Happy Friday. Good to see you, Jeremy. The Well-Traveled Mouse, hello, and happy Friday. We had a great time on the Avalon Christmas market. Oh, sorry, I just jumped. I'm not wearing my glasses on purpose because our other Paul said that there was too much reflection, and so I just jumped messages. Sorry. From the Well-Traveled Mouse, happy Friday. So excited for the new year and all the possibilities it brings. And
Yes.
Jeff Bartlett said, hello and happy Friday. We had a great time on the Avalon Christmas Market cruise. Ate way too much bratwurst. Now that is Jeff and Allison were a part of the Quest with Us that Evan hosted on Avalon the other
Chris,
week.
I'm telling you, I was already jealous. Now he's going to throw bratwurst in there. Come on.
Yes.
Can't do
So,
that to me.
so I'm glad that Jeff. I'm glad that you joined because I wanted to tell everybody. Please tune into our socials next week because you're going to get a day-by-day rundown of what all they got up to from
Cool.
producer Evan. So, looking forward to that. Attitudes and latitudes. Happy Friday. Jeremy challenged this week, overcoming a bad case of sinusitis with constant nosebleeds and headaches. Okay, Jeremy, I'm sorry for you, but did you need to put all of that? Like, I've got a little sinus stuff going on here. All right, Jeremy, sorry. I want you to feel better. Let's see, and everybody's chatting to each other, loving seeing that. Bridget said, happy last Friday of 2023. Who is ready to ring in 2024? Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes.
Woo! So Bill said, today is still need to do day.
Oh.
I feel this this holiday, my list seems to never get shorter with things to do. I feel like that.
I avoid to-do lists, though. I've told you this before. For exactly that reason. Because it never ends.
Okay. But then you've got a running list of things to do in your head.
No.
You don't?
No. I start each week, usually on Sunday night, or sometimes Monday morning, with here's the big long-term outcomes that I'm working towards.
Okay.
And yes, there's like a million little tasks that feed into those. But I just try to kind of keep each week focused on how do I make big progress towards those long-term things. But I don't get myself bogged down in the little to-dos because inevitably, you know, whatever time you end up stopping work, there's still stuff to do.
Yeah.
And that can be depressing and dejecting. So
That's
give it a
interesting.
shot.
Yeah. I didn't know that about you. I would have thought for sure you had a to-do list.
I swore them off.
Okay.
And I'm happier for it.
Deborah said, hello and Happy New Year to all. Teresa said, happy Friday. Win for this week for the week. I finally have my World Via Advisor Showcase
All right.
updated and remembered to click the button to accept
Yay,
new
go!
clients,
Yes.
which is a very important tip there.
We did. We talked about that on the on-call. That is an important step. Well done.
Yes. So producer Paul has joined the chat. And he said, I thought I could instantly be a pro with snowboarding, and I spent the entire first day falling on my face. Love it, Paul. Thank you.
Snowboarding's hard. I tried it one time, and no.
I now know. Let's put a push pin in it for later, but I have a story about a suicidal horse in the Hollywood Hills. And that's just a great story to share with you. Anyway, our Erica, happy Friday and Happy New Year. Andy said, win for the week, getting a booking based on an experiential post about Virgin Voyages on my agent profiler.
Super cool.
Ooh, very cool.
Nice.
Let's see. Bill said, at Jason, maybe your no-list mentality is why you reach Christmas Eve without being ready.
Bill does not pull any punches, does he? Bill
Thank you,
calls
Bill.
me out. I like it.
Bill,
I
I love you so.
I like it.
I always will. Oh, my goodness. Well,
He might have a point.
I think it's interesting that nobody picked up on the fact that I said it's the last weekly Chatter Live.
Do you think maybe they thought you meant of the year?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's how much it matters. But all right, so
Joshua cries inside.
yeah, I'm dying a little bit inside, but whatever for the last time. On the weekly Chatter Live, I'm gonna read some postcards. So we forgot. Am I able to talk over the? Okay, I just never can tell. So if you are going to any destination, we were trying to bring back postcards. Like Justin Timberlake brought Sexy back. We're bringing postcards back.
It's almost as cool.
And we have 2 postcards. Very excited from 2 of our members. One is from, let's see, this is from Michael Cipher and Michelle Wick Cipher from There and Back, Travel There and Back. Enjoying warm, sunny Hawaii over Thanksgiving on Waikiki in Honolulu, and joining on Weekly Chatter. So I actually remember, sorry, I didn't mean to, I was reading it while I was showing it there. I remember when they were joining in. So that's so cool. Thank you very much, you guys. Thanks
it's a cool
for this
postcard, too.
Yes, it is. It's kind of got that old school artwork.
Wow.
And then this is going to be a big story for me to read. But I do want to point out that this is, oops, sorry, too much light. We've got a little France, Belgium, little Smurf action happening.
What's the Smurf for?
Because I think Smurfs are from Belgium.
Really?
They're not French. I don't. If not, then it doesn't say on the card.
It doesn't?
No.
Well, whoever said... Okay, go ahead. But I have thoughts.
Okay. So, hello from Brussels. We disembarked from the Ama Certo this morning, made some chocolate bars, and then explored the Grand Palace Square Chocolate Market, St. Mark's Cathedral, saw the PP Boy statue. Rode the subway too far to its parking spot, got left after it backed up, and then saw the Atonium lit up before heading back for some Flemish stew and an evening entertainment. This is from Vacation Architect Christina, and this was on the Amacerto for the Diamond Voyage.
That's fantastic.
Yes, but I guess I missed out on the Smurf connection. But
there must be a connection. Otherwise, it wins for
the PP Boy statue.
Quirkiest postcard ever.
Yeah, the Smurfs were created in 1958 by Belgian cartoonist Pierre Guillefard.
Aha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because you guys have said that I cannot read the screen. It's there's a table in front. It's very awkward. Anyway, thank you, Christina, and thank you, Michael and Michelle. We will get those up on the wall. I wish that would. All right, so now it is time for some headlines.
All righty. So official. So Joshua.
Yes.
A lot about inflation in the news this year, right?
Yes. Is it happening? Has it happened? Are we in it?
It has indeed happened, yes. But when you talk about inflation, we see it. We've seen it over the last year or so in travel. But this story got my attention. Las Vegas set a record for the average daily rate for hotels in November to an all-time high of $250 a night or a day, up almost 34% from the same time last year.
Really?
That's a huge year-over-year increase. Now, when you this is whenever you see stats, you gotta peel back the layers a little bit. So part of what drove that was a huge conference that was going on in Vegas, as well as, if you remember, the Formula One Grand Prix was in Vegas, and there was a ton of demand for hotels. So that kind of maybe artificially bumped it up a bit. But the joke was always, if you book a couple to go to Vegas for the weekend, you'll make like $5 in commission, right? Well, as daily rates continue to drive up, even a couple nights in a hotel might not be a bad commission,
Right.
if it's at the right property. So I thought that was interesting. I'm curious, does anybody out there still book Vegas? Or is it gotten to the point where you just try to pass those clients on to somebody else? I'm curious to hear if anybody's out there
Let us know.
specializing in Vegas, or what do you do if you get a Vegas booking to try to pump up that total value? American Cruise Lines, right? So,
Yes.
River cruises and coastal cruises. They were adding ships. Now they're adding 5 more. 2 coastal catamarans that are going to do kind of those coastal waterways in the Northeast, and 3 what they call modern series river ships. So again, booming demand for U.S.-based river, and I'll include those kind of coastal cruise itineraries in that bucket.
Yeah,
so those will be coming in 2024.
And the cruise lines doing the Northeast, that is a big push for quite a lot of them for 2024.
Yeah.
So expect to see a lot of that.
Yeah. New product announcement.
Dun dun dun.
I saw this and I thought of you.
Okay.
We know Joshua is a man of luxury. So St. Regis, they are opening a second property in Florida. It's going to be right outside Sarasota.
Okay.
On the Gulf Coast. And it's going to have an 800-foot private beach, a 4-acre saltwater lagoon. In the lagoon will be stingrays, turtles, and tropical fish. And a 20,000 square foot spa. That's a sizable spa.
That is a sizable spa.
There's also going to be a winding river, because I guess lazy river sounded too pedestrian for the St. Regis.
Right.
So this all could be yours, Joshua, for the low price of an average daily rate of $1,200.
Wow. Well,
which is nothing for a man of luxury.
For a man of luxury, yeah. So when we put the fishes in the stingrays in the water,
right?
Isn't the water colder than it would normally be?
What water?
Like the water that those fishes and stuff are in. You said that there's in the saltwater lagoon.
Right.
Isn't that water going to be cold? Because I did that at Typhoon Lagoon or something like that. Where
Colder than the
ocean
normal
water.
saltwater lagoon. Just
Yeah,
down
like the
beach.
pool.
Well, they're not going to the pool.
All right. I
don't think it's a refrigerated lagoon.
Okay. I just don't want it to. I mean.
We don't want the fish to die, right?
Yeah, but am I swimming with them?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
But maybe I don't know.
I mean I don't think that. I mean I think that's a weird. I don't know that we need to do that. Like that's
to swim with the turtles.
Yeah, like I mean,
The
have the
stingrays?
glass like alongside, and we can swim
Right.
and see each other.
Okay.
But I feel like people would be mean
You don't
to the.
want to swim with them, though.
Yeah, I don't want to. I actually feel like just people would be mean to them.
What do you mean to them?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's possible.
Yeah.
That's
And
possible.
also, I have a fear of fish, so like, that's.
Yeah. So $1,200 a night will get you a stay at the St. Regis Longboat Key, which will be the second St. Regis in Florida.
When is that opening?
That's going to open in, let's see here, 2024, I believe.
All right, so 2024.
My information does not say. I suspect it's 2024. Next summer.
So producer
yeah.
Paul has sent a message because he can't get my attention here. He
Okay.
said the water at the Georgia Aquarium where you can pet the rays and fish is super cold, so I'm not getting in there. And that's what they did. I think it was Typhoon Lagoon back when it opened. It was
Okay.
like, oh, you can swim with the whatevers and the stingrays and whatever, and you jumped in and it was like a cold dip. That was not fun. Whereas if you were in the wavy pool, it was warm.
Right.
So I'm just saying.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't realize I felt so strongly about this. I'm moving on.
Are you a gambling man, Joshua?
I've only done it. Well, I mean, I've gambled on other things, but
Right.
I've only done gambling one time.
Only one time.
Only one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you play? I'm curious now.
It was a slot machine.
How'd it go?
Um, the odds were forever in my favor. Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah, I did. I won.
All right.
Yeah. And I needed to win, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten out of Reno. That was.
It was in Reno.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Reno?
Yeah, that's a whole other story, but I'm just saying.
I thought Reno was only for people who go there to gamble but don't want to deal with Vegas.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that one-armed bandit, he got me good.
Lured you in,
Well, no, I needed to get us out of there. So that's a story. I've got stories.
So that reminds me of the cruise we were on with Norwegian.
Yes.
On the Viva.
The Viva.
There was this slot machine that was this Bavarian.
Yes.
I forget the name of it.
Your wife.
My wife was in love, and so was Alex, our friend from Alma.
Oh.
We were just playing this game for hours, and when you won, Heidi, the Bavarian beer maid, would come out and sing, and the polka band would play.
And the words.
And like we got to a point where we had a crowd that was singing along, and so it really didn't even matter that you won like $2. So we just were trying to get the song to play again.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Best slot
I was
machine
looking
ever.
for you guys, and I couldn't find you.
Yeah.
And then I get a message. It's over by the Heidi machine, and I'm like, I don't.
What's the Heidi machine?
Yeah. So finally get around, and everybody's coming up, and you jump
it
right in.
felt like you were in Oktoberfest. And the poor blackjack dealers who were like 15 feet away, I walked up to them after and was like, "Do you hate that machine?" And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
They wouldn't come out and say it, but you could tell they were ready for it to go. Anyway, for you gambling fans out there, I thought this was interesting. So Hard Rock is opening a casino resort hotel in Athens, Greece. First casino hotel for them in Europe. They have a few other hotels, but that will be opening in 2027. $1.6 billion project.
Wow.
So this is a massive complex, 1,100 rooms. For you gambling fans out there, 180 tables and 1,500 machines. I don't know if they'll have the Heidi machine, but if Hard Rock, if you're listening, it is a crowd favorite.
Crowd pleaser, yeah.
It'll keep people in there spending. 3,000 seat theater. So that sounds really cool.
Are you a gambler?
I've been known to play a hand or two of blackjack or a spin on the old roulette wheel.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's good entertainment, right? You know, I'm not like a degenerate who sits there and gambles for 27 hours straight.
Okay.
But,
Wow, we weren't there. That was
some people like you just got to know, like, okay, I'm prepared to lose this much, just to have fun. But
yeah, I would love, because I'm a James Bond fan.
Yes,
I would love to know what to do with the ball and the roulette thing. I mean,
that's easy. You just put some chips on a number and there you go.
Yeah. I don't know.
But craps, I've never learned to play craps, and that looks like everyone was having a great time.
Really?
That's the one with the dice, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you need to learn how to play baccarat, and like go to the casino in Monte Carlo.
Oh yeah.
And play not with the chips, but with the big cards.
Yeah.
That's when you're playing big money.
That's Casino Royale.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Man,
guess
what I'm binging this weekend? I'm going to tell you right when I leave here. All right, so we were going to throw out a topic.
Okay.
Okay. On this, our last Weekly Chatter live show.
Mm-hmm.
So here is the question. I will go to blank destination in 2024. So this is, you are manifesting this. You are putting this out there. What is your destination that you are going to go to this coming year, in the new year? So drop
that I already have plans for, or just something like this has been on my list. I'm going to make it happen.
No, because you don't have a list. So, well, maybe you have lists for those things. You don't have a to-do list.
It's not like I never. Oh my gosh, See, this is what happens. You say something, and then they just take it to the
nth degree.
Nth degree.
I don't. Let's not say that you've made plans. but you're saying I am definitely going to do it.
Okay.
You know, like it could be,
You are committing to yourself.
yeah, you are committing to yourself. So
Okay.
what
I'm
is
in.
it? And producer Evan said when we decided we were going to ask this question, he said Portland, Oregon. Maine. Never mind, sorry. Portland, Maine. Anyway, because he wanted to do, he wants to do lobster fishing.
I think we should figure out how to send Evan to Alaska to fish on one of those crab boats. Have you ever seen that show, The Deadliest Catch?
Yeah,
I think we should see if Evan can intern
I.
on a crab boat for a week.
So Jeff and Allison, who were just with our producer Evan on the quest with us on
Yeah.
Avalon Christmas markets, do you think producer Evan would be great on
Good lobster man.
on the Deadliest Catch? I'm kind of not sure about that one.
Evan, I've learned one thing about Evan. He will surprise you.
Yeah. Oh, he will definitely surprise you.
His talents are many.
Talents are many. All right, so let's see here. All right.
So where would you go?
Some good answers here.
Where would I go?
Yeah.
Um,
Where are you going to go? Other than the St. Regis.
I don't know. I feel like maybe Portland, Oregon. No, I don't know. I don't have something on my list. But if I say it, I'm going to do it, and then I want to make sure that I commit.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to that St. Regis when it opens.
Oh, okay.
I might not be able to afford to stay there, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna check it out.
You're gonna go swing by the Quick Trip, walk right in. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what we're getting in the chat is, well, just so you know, Quality Travel said, FYI, Hard Rock, all inclusive, coming to Jamaica. Casino separate, the family and adult only side. Follow the second star. We know who you are. I can teach you craps, Jason. It's my game.
Oh, I believe that.
Bill said, sounds like
Invitation accepted.
Bill said, sounds like we need casino night at next year's Travel Quest World. So Rebecca said, Bill, yes, wants to see that happen.
Some gamblers here, Joshua.
Yeah. You know what? I could see Rebecca. I don't know. There's something about Rebecca. I could see her doing the game. I don't know, the roulette. I don't know. She's a Bond character to me, I feel like. Anyway, sorry. So these are some of the answers to the topic. I will go to blank destination in 2024. Teresa said Germany. Cynthia said San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Oh, I love Sam.
Deborah said America's Cup races in Barcelona. Carol said an Alaskan cruise. RJ said Madeira.
That's an interesting one.
Lisa said California. I'm wondering if she's talking about World, because World is in California.
Will be. And I didn't even put it together, but there is a casino there. So a casino night will not be a big, difficult thing to pull off.
I just caught up.
It's Friday.
Wow.
Folks.
Wow. We're responsible for a lot of important things. That's great. So Jeff, when I posed the question, would producer Evan do well on Deadliest Catch? Jeff said he would do great. Yes, he does surprise you.
That's right. Although they might throw you overboard if you gave him that clown horn. Some of those characters in that show don't look like.
Yeah, actually, I think Jeff said that. That was like his caveat. He was like, Jeff said Sandals Dunn's River, which we've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah.
And Bill said, my goal for 2024 is to see the Northern Lights. First attempt will be in Norway in February. You know what, Bill?
Cool.
Thank you for giving me that because I would love to see the Northern Lights, but I know that's a bit of a gamble. I have learned that from being in the travel industry. You can't guarantee those Northern Lights. They're not necessarily going to show up. I want to go to Norway.
Okay.
I don't know why. I've watched some stuff about Norwegian people, some murder mysteries about Norwegian people, and I'm like, I need to go to Norway.
Okay.
I feel like.
Well, if you don't make it to Norway,
Okay.
you can go to Minnesota because they have a lot of Norwegians
That's
there
true.
too.
They do. I'm sure
So
there's
it's kind of like
there's direct flights
the
there.
the Norway
of America.
US,
Yeah, I like that. Let's see. But Bill does point out Hertogruten has a Northern Light promise.
Now, let me hear you say Hertogruten.
Hertogruten.
There you go.
Yeah. Hertogruten. I have to like act it out.
Yes.
If you don't see the lights, you get a free cruise the next year. Now, see, they've
That's
got
pretty
the
cool.
ability to shift around. They're gonna chase those lights.
Yeah.
They're gonna find them. So.
Not in the business of giving out free cruises.
Yeah, they're not.
They'll
They're
do their
definitely
best.
not. Oh my goodness.
Good choices, y'all.
Yeah, some really good choices. And Bill, I think Hertogruten would really appreciate the fact that you were plugging them. That
Hertogruten?
Hertogruten. Yes. You remember Julia from Hertogruten.
From Hertogruten?
Hertogruten?
Yeah.
See, that's why I want to go to. I thought it was funny, you know, because even though I know the brand,
Right.
you don't see it advertised in America. And then when
No.
I was in London, there were TV commercials for Hertogruten. It was like
Really?
it was everywhere. I was like, "What is this? Is this the Royal Caribbean of the English people?" Like
That's their tagline, actually. The English Royal Caribbean. Yeah.
I was just blown away. All right. Well, I didn't ask you
Yes.
before we got started. Did you have a chance to run the leaderboard since Velma's on holiday?
You know, if you want to give me a moment, I can see if someone provided it to me.
Okay, awesome. Because of course our Velma is out. Not of course, but she's enjoying
And
some.
they did.
Of course they
See,
did.
Bill, that's why I don't need to-do lists, because I have such an amazing team here that has the to-do lists.
Fantastic. So
Yes.
so we can do the sales.
We can.
And do you want to set up the sales?
So every week, we look at the leaderboard of the top 3 weekly producers of travel sales and commission income. And we don't reveal their identities because, as Joshua says, we don't like to what?
Blow up their spot.
There'll be no spots being blown up. But we do think it's important to say, hey, here's what the best in the biz are capable of doing. And even if, you know, it's your first week and things are feeling difficult, to say the least, right? You know, building any business is difficult in any industry, and that's definitely the case in this industry. It requires a lot of hard work and effort. But it's important to stay encouraged. And if you've been doing this a while and you've been seeing success and you're seeing your numbers grow, it's giving you something to work towards. And if you're already there, you're the pinnacle, you're tracking to see if you can show up on the weekly 3. So that's why we do it. That's what it is. So let's get into it, yeah?
Get into it.
Number
Get
3.
tuck into.
Number 3, and again, these are sales, and then I'll give you the commission.
And can we just
income.
give a shout out to the human behind the report
That is one Ms. Angie Faulkner.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Angie,
girl.
if you
What was her
haven't
last
met
name?
her, Faulkner. See,
I'm 12 right now. I'm sorry.
if you haven't met Angie, she is an absolute delight.
Yeah, ray of sunshine.
Just the sweetest thing.
And she pulls these numbers together for
She
Velma
does.
and enjoys. That is a part of her week every week. So
And
thank you.
It's fun for us because behind the top 3 are people that we know.
Yeah.
And it's people's businesses, and you know how hard they've been working. So when especially when you see a new face in the top 3, it really does I get excited. And I know
Yeah.
other people do too.
Yeah.
And I
so
know Angie and Velma, when these comes out, and Erica too, they kind of share,
yeah,
share
they
the
all
numbers, and there's little
they
bits
get
of
all
chatter. I know,
yeah they
it's
get all
fantastic.
excited about it,
Yeah.
and but we respect everybody's privacy, and so but it's hard for us because we would like to be like,
yes.
yay, it's you.
So here's our number 3 spot for the week. This agency had weekly invoice sales during the week of $212,000. Okay, and that was comprised of air, quite a bit of air, international air. Let's see, just quick math. About $70,000 of air on 6 transactions.
Wow.
So I can tell you that those are first class international tickets, right? That's pretty fantastic. There is money in air. So it's air, celebrity cruise, and a very large tour. Cha-ching. So commission for the week, $15,960. So on that $212,000 in sales, commission income of $15,970.
Wow.
Okay, not a bad week. Not a bad week. Number two. This individual has not been a stranger to the top 3. I will say that. Cruise, Virgin Voyages, Viking Ocean, Fun Jet, and Sandals.
Wow.
And a fair bit of that is Sandals, and by the looks of it, some of their higher end room categories.
Okay.
Okay. Sales for the week, and we rank these by commission income, not the sales, but very similar number, $211,500 in sales. Commission income for the week, $31,831.
Wow.
That's number 2.
That's number 2. That's fantastic.
That's a heck of a good week.
But I also want to comment
Yes.
that all year long,
Yes.
it's Viking, Ocean, Virgin Voyages. Been hearing that a lot in the top 3. I mean, there's a lot of other partners, but hearing those a lot.
Yeah, and you hear Sandals a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Fun Jet. So that's number 2. Are we ready for number 1?
Do we have a real drum roll?
And
I don't think he's ever heard a real drum roll before.
we'll have to do a drum roll.
You don't do it
class.
again. It doesn't. He doesn't get that.
So here's the cool thing about our number 1 slot this week. And we talk about successful agencies come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, right? Mm-hmm. Some, there's different product niches, there's different destination niches, there's different client type niches. And this one is playing mostly in that mass market. A lot of Fun Jet, all-inclusive packages, some Delta Vacations, some Blue Sky Tours. Got a little bit of cruise with Holland and a couple of river cruise. So it's balanced, but definitely looks like it's skewing towards your all-inclusive type products, right?
Okay.
And what's cool is, yes, you can focus your business on high revenue per transaction products like river cruises, right? And there's a couple of those in here. Or you can focus on lower revenue per transaction and do more volume, right? And generally those are simpler sales. But either one can be an effective pathway to success. And so it's cool, it's interesting to see someone who is selling a lot of mass market kind of run-of-the-mill. I mean, we're talking packages, all-inclusive packages ranging from, 3,000 to 6,000. It's pretty typical stuff, right? But they've built enough business that they're hitting in the number 1 slot with those products. So if you're listening out there, like, how do I get to this spot? It can be any number of paths, and it goes back to understanding what the economics of the transactions are, and then building your marketing systems to generate enough leads to fulfill those transactions, right? So, number 1, sales, $255,000.
Okay.
Commission income for the week, $33,650.
Ooh. What a nice way to wrap up the year.
That is a pretty good week. So congratulations to the three of you. Excellent work. And again, if you're not in the top three, don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. It's
Never give up.
It's always keeping that pipeline full.
Absolutely.
Keeping that pipeline full. And that's how, I mean, we started doing the leaderboard is there were people not filling their pipeline for the future,
Yeah.
but there were people who were. So we wanted to do the leaderboard to kind of draw attention to that, and it's become now a benchmark, kind of a gauge of what kind of activity is going on. You're smiling about something.
I just saw one of the comments.
Let's it.
Follow the second star.
Okay.
Said, but isn't Royal Caribbean originally British?
Well, that is true.
I still think the Hurtigruten tagline is.
Yeah, I think
the British Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, I think they should take that. I saw that too.
It's got a ring to it.
Yeah. Great numbers, guys.
Yep.
And Amber joins us. Happy Friday. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. Good to see you, Amber. Thank you for joining us. And Attitudes and Latitudes said that for 2024, they want to see Belgium.
Oh.
It's nice.
There's so many places I want to get to. That is definitely one.
Yeah.
I've been there, but I've never spent any time there.
Yeah. Well, follow the second.
Get there.
Follow the second star was saying that I didn't pay attention on the tour of Belgium, or I would have understood everything that was in Christina's message. So I probably wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but PP statue does sound familiar for some reason. I can't remember.
You're probably busy doing your social media.
I was twittering away. All right. So we wanted to talk about it's obviously we're going to go into a new year.
Yeah.
Do you have any traditions that you do for New Year's?
We've had a shifting traditions. They don't seem to last for more than a couple of years. But I will say, coming up, maybe I've told you guys about this before, but about 10 years ago, we started doing Minute to Win It night, which is. Have I told you about this?
You were talking about this, yeah.
So we play all these silly games, and we have now that we normally do it before Christmas, but we pushed it after Christmas because my wife's family coming in town now. But we have something like 45 people coming to the house to play these various games, and one of the games, just to give an example, is Human Hungry Hungry Hippos. So my wife got the little scooters that you used to have in PE, and you take like a two-person teams, and one person's pushing the person's leg.
I just saw that on TikTok, and I was like,
so that's one of the games.
I
will not be playing that one. I can promise you that.
There better be photos.
But it should be fun. So that's always a good time. So we'll, make a bunch of lasagna or whatever and play some games.
Lasagna in games.
Yeah.
That I would not have picked lasagna as the traditional.
It's got to be something in a big pan to feed that many people.
That's true. No, that does make sense.
Yeah.
We don't have any traditions for New Year's. It's like in bed. I don't even know who hosts the countdown anymore.
My sister's family, they used to make on New Year's Eve like homemade egg rolls.
Oh yeah.
So they would buy the stuff to make egg rolls, and they had egg roll wrapping little party before New Year's Eve. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Huh. I think I need to come up with a tradition or something that I can work on. I don't know. We'll think about it. But
if you have an idea for a tradition for Joshua, drop it in the chat.
Yeah, but I have a small house. There is no Human Hungry Hungry Hippo happening. But man, that would be awesome to see.
I think
I'm going to come around y'all's.
Well, you're welcome to join us at Minute to Win It. It's going to be an interesting collection of personalities. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to unleash me on your family. I think keeping this separated is probably good. But people will talk about resolutions. Some
Yeah.
people are like dead set against resolutions. Like, I'm not gonna, why make resolutions? I'm gonna break. But I think it's always good to reflect back on a period of time, what you might want to change, do a little different. So I am curious, do you guys have any resolutions or things that you just know you want to do differently? And, it can be personally, but we talk a lot about the travel business. So, we talk about your business. But it's something that you want to maybe do differently or start doing that you haven't done. So share that. But one of the things that I've heard over and over again, people say, I need to get on sending an email newsletter. I need to do social media. I need to do blah blah blah. Those types of content marketing activities, and I want to give you just if that is you, if you are somebody who wants to start doing your email newsletter, sending out a monthly newsletter, or getting your social media, bringing it to life. I want to give you a tip. You can. It's not copyrighted. It's not. I'm not the only one that's ever come up with this. But this weekend, if you just put a recurring appointment on your calendar, it doesn't have to be a to-do list. For like a Saturday morning or Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday evening, whenever is a good time for you, just an hour and a half every single week that's just devoted towards creating content. You can use Meta Business to load up your social calendar or your social post for the week. And that is you making that commitment to carve out time to create content and push it out on your channels and promote your business, promote what you do. And it's not, we know that the content game is not, it's a long game. It's not something that you're going to see results overnight. But I guarantee you, if you just carve out that little time, you can use tools like our Content Creator to build the social posts. That makes it super, super easy. You can use our Email Plus email tool. We already have newsletters created, or you can build your own. But just carving out that time, it's a way for you to, like you said on Sunday, you look back at your bigger goals, what you want to get done. Yeah. This you can reflect on what content you put out. Did it do well? What would you like to do more of? And even if you just sit for an hour and a half and you think, I don't know what I want to say, some good is gonna come out of that as long as you commit to doing it every single week. So that's just my piece of advice, especially for those of you who say, I'm gonna commit to making an email newsletter and making that happen.
It's a fantastic piece of advice. I have nothing to add to it because it was just perfect.
Well, let's see if we have any other resolutions or ideas here. So Storybooks Trips said, Joshua, bond binge with themed food. So I wonder what she means by that.
For your New Year's Eve tradition.
Oh, well, I said I was going to do that anyway. But with the themed food, though, what am I gonna?
I don't know. Pick a
destination
and
gold.
Or yes, you could theme it to the movie.
Casino Royale with cheese.
What did he said? What did he say?
Casino Royale with cheese.
With cheese. Okay.
That's.
I don't even. What am I working with here? Let's see. Attitudes and Latitudes said, I want to schedule... Storybook Trips. You know who you are. I actually think that is going to now be my theme. But I don't know about the themed food, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. So I think this year it might just be with cheese.
But I think to really make it true Joshua style.
Oh, yeah.
Mike should be in a white jacket tuxedo, and you should select a Bond villain to dress up for the year. So it's almost like
for the whole year?
No,
Oh,
for the
for the
for the New Year's Eve festivities.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
1 year you could be Goldfinger, 1 year you could be.
The sad thing is, and Mike will attest to this, is I have enough outfits in my wardrobe
make that happen.
that is like, that's just like a everyday thing. Yeah, I can totally do that.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
All
perfect.
right, Angela, you've given us something. Let's see. Attitudes and Latitudes said, I want to schedule marketing time and stick to it. Schedule marketing time. Schedule marketing time. Could be a little bit faster, more
Block
zing.
that calendar.
Block that calendar. R. Terry said, embracing distinctive voyages is a great resolution. Very, very, very timely, especially because on the on-call, R. Terry was talking all about distinctive voyages and his Lux Discuss with one of our members, Robin, who is a Distinctive Voyages host. So you got to check that out. Bill said, personal resolution, limit my coffee intake. Okay. I like that, it's not a specific goal. It's just limited. Bill, I feel you can make that happen. And his business resolution is to publish 52 YouTube videos.
Ooh.
Go live every single day. That's what I'm going to do. All right, Carol said, new to industry, attending Accelerator in Roswell.
Yeah.
Created Instagram, Facebook this week. Need to figure out media and content creator. Man. Carol, well, welcome to the industry. Once this industry gets you, it's not going to let
It's
you
got
go.
little claws and you can't escape.
Yeah, you're going to end up, is this what your lounge looks like? Because this is what everybody, no, not everybody. Fantastic, and cannot wait to see you here. You'll get to see Studio A, and you'll get to meet producer Evan, and he's very wicked. He's a wicked man. And then lovely producer Paul over there. No. Let's see. And Cynthia said, building YouTube is a goal for her. She just went live. 1.5 hours for a week of content. That usually takes me all day. You got to get a system, a flow, a workflow. And it's really, when you use something like Content Creator, you put in your content and you get those posts created. You get a rhythm, and not everything has to be super long form. Some things can be quick hits, but it's really about making that time. And most people don't even post once a week, so start there. That's important. All right, and Carol said, looking forward to seeing Studio A.
Yeah.
So, yay! Wow, time flew by. That was, and we went early. I'm so glad that you went early, producer Evan. We needed that extra time for our last weekly Chatter Live. Yeah.
It's been a good run.
It's been a good run.
And we have you to thank for that.
Yeah.
All of you out there.
And so, let's see if anybody has, if I missed any comments here. Let's see here. Let's see. Hold on.
Bear with.
Yeah, bear with. I love that saying. Jeremy said, win for the week. Almost done redesigning his website for 2024. Congratulations. Good job.
Nice job.
Follow the Second Star said, did I miss something? The chatter is going away in 2024?
Indeed.
Deborah said, what? I added an exclamation point. Last weekly Chatter Live, Quality Travel said, please say you are kidding, like April Fools on December 29th. Erica said, Debbie, WCL, acronyms for everything, Joshua. That's, yep. Let's see. Let's see. Attitudes and Latitudes. My son getting married in Vegas April 20th, and I don't know what's up, but that one night hotel prices were That was insane. So I was
Yeah.
kind of going to your news article.
Yeah.
And Lisa said, "Happy Friday. Hopefully this is just the last weekly Chatter Live of 2023 because it's already on my 2024 calendar every Friday.
Aw.
Happy New Year."
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. So we won't put you in too much pain, guys. But if you paid attention to what I said, it's the last weekly Chatter Live. So, trade secret. So stay tuned. But we are now at the end of our run. It's time to say
I
goodbye.
feel like we need music.
Well, what did Evan say that should be playing?
You'll
in the
remember
background?
this moment. Like, do you remember where you were during the last MASH episode or Seinfeld?
Oh, look, we have some sad music. Well, I hope that
We will miss you.
yes, I hope you have a fantastic New Year's Eve going into the new year.
I hope you do as well. And I want pictures of the Bond extravaganza.
Yeah. I mean, your wife will be like, "Why are you on your phone?" And you're like, "Because Joshua's sending me pictures and they're quite insane. I'm not sure about this." Listen, thank you guys for joining us for Weekly Chatter Live. We have appreciated you guys tuning in every week. Like I said, it's the last Weekly Chatter Live, so stay tuned. But we want to wish you guys a very happy new year, and we will be speaking to you very soon, right?
We sure will. Happy New Year, everybody. We love y'all.
Mwah!